Hi guys, welcome back to another Web Dimensions software webinar. How's everyone doing today? Can you hear me okay out there? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay guys, great. Hey Jeff, glad you finally made one, man. All right. Glad to see everyone. How's everyone? Fantastic. Okay, great. Well, a couple things to go over today. As you guys know, I did release a new version of Viral Video Curator Pro. So today I'm just going to quickly go over the new features of Viral Video Curator Pro. Then I'm going to address the Google Alerts situation, and then I'm going to give you, if we're lucky, I'll give you a little preview of some awesome new stuff that I'll be rolling out to you guys this week. Okay, so as you know, we did put out a new version of Viral Video Curator Pro this week, and we've implemented some very cool Facebook scheduling features. So assuming that you have your Facebook set up okay, and in case you didn't know how to do that, you have to enter your Facebook email and password and create a name for the profile, then save it, and then another little window will pop up like this that says connecting to Facebook, and then you have to log in with it and then give permission to the video zap. And once you have done that, then you'll be able to access your Facebook account. So I'm pretty sure I'm already logged in with this. And the way that you know that is if you go to the video search or any of the other tabs and you click on, say, the hand icon for the grabber, and if you don't see anything listed here, that means you're probably not logged in correctly or you don't have anything logged in. Or you don't have it connected here. So let's see if I can get connected by just changing profiles. I should be able to. And there they all are. See, so I switched profiles to a profile that was already authenticated on Facebook, and that's why all my fan pages showed up. Okay. Joy, I'll address your question in a little while. It's not a biggie. If you already have Viral Video Curator Pro installed on your computer, you should receive a notification. You should receive a notification that you're going to receive a new download when you run the program. It's done automatically, or it notifies you automatically, but you have to click the button to download it and install it. You're welcome, Malcolm. Okay, so as you can see now, as I mentioned before, I've got all my Facebook account and my fan pages showing up here. Now, if I select a fan page, this button appears that says Set Post Date. If I unselect that fan page, the button goes away. So if the fan page is selected, that means that the post is going to be executed to that fan page. Therefore, you have the option of setting the post date. If you're not ticking the checkbox on that fan page, it's not going to post, so you don't need a date. So when you select the fan pages that you want, you can then click the button to set the post date, put it at some date in the future and some time, and then click the set button, and then you'll see the date appears in this button here, the scheduled date, and you can do that on all of them until you have all the dates set. If you don't set the date, it will go immediately. The main account, which is your personal Facebook account, as far as I know, you're not allowed to schedule posts on your main account, so that's why you don't have an option for that. And then, of course, the Twitter accounts too. So once you get these all set and scheduled, then you do posts. And you know what? I'm not going to do the post right now. But what I will show you is how to know if your fan pages have received a scheduled post. I'm just going to go to one of my fan pages. And then you look up here in this tab that says Edit Page, and you click Use Activity Log. And then you see all the scheduled posts. As you can see, I've got quite a few as I've been doing some testing and stuff. I've got one for September 20th, which is day after tomorrow, September 29th, which is 9 days later, October 22nd. All of these were placed using my software, and they're all scheduled for the future. Okay, so that's how you find your schedules. At some point, I'll write some code so that we can download all our scheduled posts and look at them in a list or a spreadsheet on the software so we can have some overview of what we've got scheduled. Currently, the only option is to go to Facebook and log in like this. So that pretty much covered, oh no, not quite. There's one more thing I got to show you, which is the quick post scheduling. So if you click on the page icon on Viral Video Curator Pro, and you open the quick post editor, so if you don't set the post date, it's going to go immediately. And if you don't have some kind of time sync, whether it's done manually or with our plugin, then it's possible the blog post won't get published immediately. When you open the post date applet here, you can see whether it's synced or not. And then you can set your blog post to a date in the future. And then when you're ready to post that blog post, you can open this. I have to, okay, there we go. I knew that I had done some code for that. Okay, so now it's basically the same thing here. This is not going to post this directly to your timeline, though, to your fan page. What this is going to do is when you click this post button here, it's going to make this blog post go onto your blog at the date that you specified in your post date, or immediately if you didn't specify a date. And then once it makes that post using XML RPC, it's going to retrieve the permalink of the post. Even if it's scheduled into the future, it can still get the permalink. And then what it's going to do is for every one of these fan pages and Facebook accounts that you have checked, it's going to create a really nice looking bookmark on the timeline of that Facebook entity, which bookmarks and points directly back to the blog post that you just made. So technically you could like set your blog post, like say we set it into October 1. Then we go to post, and that thing I have to fix that because, okay, so I actually have the code here so that if you set the post date in the future, you can't set scheduled permalink. So I'm going to change that. So we'll just keep it in the regular date, today's date. And we open it up. We've got all these fan pages, so we can select which ones. Like, for example, I might want to just do all my music fan pages for the James Brown video. And as I select each one, the post date button appears. And I might set this one, say, 2 days in the future, and set this one 4 days in the future, set this one 8 days or 10 days, let's say 8 days in the future. Then 10 days, and so forth. So we've got all these different dates here that are more or less backlink. Natural backlink will appear. It'll appear as if, 5 different people have bookmarked our blog post at the same time. Six different people. Just sort of at random times, these bookmarks will pop up, and that'll be very, very good. And by the way, Google is fine with this. I mean, this is considered white hat, because what would be black hat is if I did them all at the same time and did hundreds of them or something. So if we can just have some random backlinks pop up within a few days after the original post, that's really going to be quite powerful. So that's how that's done. Pretty much covers the features in Viral Video Creator Pro that we've added. And you can go to user videos, which is where you get all the users of a particular YouTube user. You can do the same things on all these right here. You can also do it in your favorites. You get the same options. So you can apply these scheduled posts to any area of the software. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. Otherwise, I'll move on to some other things. Okay, so Mary Louise is asking me if you don't pick a future date, it posts your blog right away. That's correct. It just grabs the current moment in time, and that becomes the date, or whenever Facebook receives that post becomes the date of the post, if you don't choose a date. You're welcome. So Joy has some requests here, some need for information. She would like me to cover getting API keys for Bitly and Scribd, and I'm more than happy to do that. Before that, let me just finish up with a few questions here on the VVC Pro. Mel wants to know, if I set a blog post up, will it then automatically post at the same time to Facebook if I click on that link? It's not exactly that, but it's close. Let me explain it one more time, Mel. So I've got this thing open now, and I'm creating a blog post, right? So when I click this post, one more window opens up, and it has all my Facebook fan pages that I access through this profile. It's not going to exactly make that post In fact, let me just do a diagram so that there's really no question what's going on here. Okay. So we got VVC Pro right here. We've got Facebook over here, and we've got your blog here. Okay. I'll make those a little bit smaller. Just to have a little more room in the screen. I'm such a great artist. Okay, so Mel, I'm explaining it to you now, so you'll understand everything completely. So the first thing is we're going to create a blog post. Okay, so this will represent our blog post. Okay. We use VVC Pro to create a blog post, and this could also be done with VIC Pro or ICC Express. And that goes to the blog, right? Okay, as soon as the blog post goes to the blog, it creates what we call a permalink. Permalink is the permanent address on the internet of the blog post. That permalink did not exist before we made that blog post. But now the permalink is the address of a blog post that you just created. Now, after that's done, it sends the permalink back to VVC Pro or ICC Express. Oops. So that represents the permalink. Okay, because it represents this oval thing, right? So the oval permalink comes back to VVC Pro, and then VVC Pro will send that permalink to Facebook. Now, when Facebook gets the permalink, it will make a really nice bookmark. Because the way that Facebook works is once you send it a link, it goes out and grabs the picture and the description and all that from your blog. Actually, that's not what it does, it goes like this. As soon as you put that bookmark, it's going to go out here to your blog and get the data associated with that permalink and then bring it back and make a very nice display on Facebook. Does that make sense, Mel? All right, awesome. So that's how it works. And just so you know, so you can see how it really works, let's just play around. Let's say if let me see, just pick anything. NewYorkTimes.com. As soon as I put that URL in Facebook and I make one space, you see this little graphic starts running, and it goes and gets the title, the URL, a description, and a picture, and it puts it right there. Okay? That's what the bookmark is, because as soon as it has a link, Facebook goes out to wherever that link is and gets info and comes back and builds that really pretty bookmark, and that's how that works. Just the way I showed you here. Now, if I don't click post, it's not going to be posted because Facebook has this really nice way of showing you a preview, you know, what it's going to look like. Personally, Dennis, I have never seen Facebook chopping anything. I've posted complete blog posts on Facebook, and it doesn't display the whole thing, but it certainly posts the whole thing. Yeah, that's more, but that's just a display thing. It doesn't have anything to do with what it actually posts. It actually will post pretty much everything that you put up there. Mark Lucas wants to know, is there somewhere within the site training video that explains how all the programs work? Yeah, Mark, if you are, hey, Joy, my pleasure. I think that does help. Yeah, Mark, if you are an actionable intelligence member, if you're a member of our unlimited software membership, you should be able to find a lot of training inside the actionable intelligence website. I will fess up to you guys, I'm kind of behind in doing some of the documentation on some of these features because I'm adding features more quickly than I can document them at this point. I figured you'd appreciate that, but you'd also want to know how they work, so that's why I'm going through them here in the training, and certainly this becomes a part of the documentation. Right, Dennis, the original visible part is the eye-catching stuff, but you know, you have to design things for that. I mean, when you're bookmarking a blog post on Facebook, then you're not going to worry about that because all you're doing is putting a blog post up for people to link back to your blog. So you're not trying to say this is it. You're trying to say this is part of it. See the rest of it by clicking the link and come to my blog. Okay. I'd like to save this. Let's try to save. Let's see where we're going to go with that. I'm going to get everything saved in my. Let's put it here for now. Alrighty then. Let me address Joy's question a while back about API keys for Bitly and Scribd. Let's go ahead and cover that now. Okay, first of all, you go to Bit. I'm not that thrilled about Bitly, to be honest with you. It's great. I think it's best for Twitter, particularly, but not for Facebook. Okay, so if you're concerned about Bitly URL shortening, I'm going to recommend that you do not enable that for Facebook. Okay, but do enable that for Twitter. And there's a reason, because Twitter automatically shortens your link to their own URL shortener, and my understanding is that the URL shortening that they use is not a permanent forwarding, it's like a temporary forwarding. So if you use a bit.ly link in your Twitter, then Twitter will not shorten the link, they'll use the bit.ly link, and it's a permanent forwarding, 301 or whatever. So Bitly is good for Twitter. It helps your longevity for your links on Twitter. It's not good for Facebook. Facebook is not effective with Bitly links. It's not recommended. So don't use the Bitly for Facebook. Now, how do we get our API key from Bitly? Well, obviously the first thing you have to do is sign in or join, one or the other. I can remember. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. I'm so popular, it's the same recording calling me again, same time every day. Okay. Okay, so here you see I got a lot of Bitly links already up here. So what we're going to do is, once we're logged in, you're going to click on, I'm pretty sure it would be settings. I haven't done this in a while, so I may have to, okay, settings, and then advanced, and then legacy API key. You with me, Joy? Once you see that legacy API key, you click this link, show legacy API key. You scroll down, and there's the login, and there's the API key right there. Okay, so that's all you need for Bitly. Once again, Joy, you log in, you go up here, settings, advanced, legacy API key, show legacy API key, and then it appears. Okay? That's how you do it. You're welcome. Okay, let's go to Scribd now, and we'll figure out the same thing. Scribd, there's a little procedure. If you haven't already requested the API key, you have to request it first before it becomes available to you. Let's try signing up so we can see the whole process. Let's try. I don't remember what I've already signed up with and what I haven't, so let's see. Oops, that wasn't exactly the right address. Wasn't spelled right, but at least I got in. Let me change that real quick. gmail.com. That's not going to work. gmail.com. And say, now I'll show you how to get the API key for Scribd. Okay, well, we'll worry about that later. What you're going to do is scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page as soon as you're logged in. You scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and see this where it says Partners, Developers, API. Click on this. And then it says a bunch of stuff here, and this over here, sign up for an account. Click Sign Up Now. Put in, a website. It doesn't really matter. Project description, I just say like a small app for sending documents, that's okay. And then I'm going to agree to their miscoded terms of service down here, and then sign up. And we're all set. As you can see now, I have an API key right here, and I have an API secret, and that's all you need in order to set up Scribd features on VIC Pro. You can also once you've done this, you can go to your account settings like this. You can go through here to the account, and then you're going to notice across the top there are some options, and you just click on API, and there's your API key and your API secret. Okay, so there you go. Yes, Kathleen, I guess you already missed me mentioning that about 2 minutes ago, that yes, I had the wrong email, but that's okay. No, Mel, what I said was don't shorten your link with bit.ly if you're going to post it to Facebook. Okay, so if you, for example, if you go to the settings here, we give you the option to use it with Facebook, but I say do not pick that option. Just use it with Twitter. Okay. Yeah, Kathleen, that's okay. I need to get in touch with you anyway and see what I can do to help you out. I've been really, really busy. So, okay, some people are asking me, what's the story with Google Alerts and all that stuff, because Google did turn on their alerts again. Excuse me. Now the alerts have always been on, actually. It's just that they turned the feeds back on. And people are asking me, now that the feeds are on, am I going to reprogram all my software to work with Google Feeds again? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is no, I'm not. I do apologize, but I believe that my G-Alerts Reader plugin is far superior to any other system I could have created for this, and so we're going to stick with that. If you guys want to use Google Alerts in the software, I recommend that you get the G-Alerts Reader plugin installed and running and just use that. Because we do have a special slot for that now in ICC Pro, and we have a special slot for that in ICC Express. That's already programmed, and so if you want Google Alerts, please use the G-Alerts Reader plugin, because it is superior to the feeds themselves because it collects the feeds, it accumulates them, and as we go on, we'll be able to do a lot of things with that data that we're saving with the G-Alerts Reader plugin. And while, as long as that data is sitting on Google and we're depending on them, then they could turn it on or turn it off at any time. So what we're doing is we're just not going to I'm not going to just run around back and forth every time Google changes something and reprogram all my software. So, we're working on a system. The system works great. Just keep building the system, and it works fine. Now, the last thing that I want to do today is if I can give you a little preview of what we got going on here with ICC Express. I haven't released this yet, but this is really, really awesome. It's running on another machine, which is why it's in another window like this. I'm logging into another machine to show you. We've got our curation sources really robustly programmed now. And like I said, there's a slot for the G-Alerts Reader plugin for each profile. For example, this one here has the G-Alerts plugin installed, and you can see these are the alerts that I'm collecting on that one. We go to the blog curation, then we can pull the G-Alerts Reader here, and we've got tons and tons of content to curate on every keyword that we put in here. And these are great. And with the source monitor, you should be able to view the selected article quite easily. This is called the source monitor now. And then, of course, we've got the ability to do bookmarking. We've got the post date set up here. Now I've added a completely new screen to ICC Express, which we call the social posting and scheduling. And this is the beta, the beta version, so I'm not sure why it's not exactly loading up, but I'm still working on the code. I might not be able to show you the cool features today because it looks like it may not be actually. I have to go in and fix a few things before I can show you, but it's very, very cool. Unfortunately, no, I'm going to have to work on that some more before I can before I can really show you the tricks. So, but it's coming for you. I'm planning to get this done today and get this out to you within 24 hours, and then you're going to see how awesome it is. So, it always seems to happen on these webinars. The things that I want to show you, they're just not quite ready. So it's better that I don't, go and try to do demonstrations when things don't work. Wait till everything works properly, then we'll give you an awesome demo. So that pretty much brings me to the end of my presentation for today. Is there anything that I can help anyone with, as long as we're all here? Give me a few minutes to respond, a few seconds, 30 seconds to respond to that. Pardon me. And in the absence of any response, I think I'm going to go ahead and bid you guys a good day and get back to work so I can get ICC Express 116 out to you, hopefully tonight. Sure, Kathleen, let's hook up after the meeting, after this webinar. Awesome, Mary Louise, Grant, Johan, Mel. It's my pleasure. I hope it's been helpful to you guys. And if you need anything, definitely hit me up on Facebook. Patrick, if you really need to use Keyworks and Silo Factory, then I want you to become a beta tester because we are issuing them in beta to anybody that wants to. Are you on Facebook, Patrick? If you're on Facebook and you're on our get in our Facebook group. Okay, Patrick, then do me a favor and request your beta copy from customer service. support@instantcontentcurator.com, and we'll get you set up with those two. Okay, they'll be coming out soon, but I want everything to be really super good before I really publicly release it. But anybody wants to be a beta tester, they can do that. Just hit me up in customer service. Okay? Okay, guys, so have a great, great day, a great, great week. Enjoy and be very successful. Let's make some money and hit me up on anytime you need me. Okay? Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.